Hello everyone. Last time we had seen the introduction about the digital electronics and few minutes we discussed about the logic gates. We have to see now the logic gates, they are working in detail. So here we start our discuss from again the definition of the logic gate. Definition of logic gate. So the logic gate, as we discussed earlier, the logic gate is an electronic circuit, but instead of saying it as only an electronic circuit, we say the logic gate is an electronic switching circuit. The logic gate is an electronic switching circuit which is used to implement a logical equation, or we can say which is used to implement the Boolean equation. The equation is the Boolean equation. So here we can say the logic gate is an electronic switching circuit used to implement the logic or the Boolean equation, have one or two or many inputs, one or two or many inputs and only one output. The output is only one output. Okay, so here we have an logic gate. That logic gate is an electronic switching circuit, an electronic circuit having the one or two or many inputs but only one output. And here this logic gate's output can be expressed in terms of equation. So here the inputs we have, that inputs are many input, the output is only one, and generally this output is expressed by using the y, and here y is having equation. That equation is depends on the type of the logic gate. Okay, so here the logic gate is an electronic switching circuit which is used to implement any logical equation, any logical function, or the Boolean equation. The logic gate is an electronic circuit having one or two or many inputs but only one output, used to implement the logical equation, used to implement the logical function. So here it is necessary to study the all types of the logic gate, but before going to study the all types of logic gate, here we see some terms. Okay, we required to see these logical statement, logical equation, truth table. These terms we have to study before going towards the various types of the logic gates. Okay, so the first term we discussed, and that term is the logical statement. The logical statement is also called as logical definition, or simply the statement of a logic gate, or the definition of a logic gate. So the logical statement is the logical function. It defines the logical function. It provides one condition. For an example, suppose we have this one gate. Okay, this is the gate. Here the two inputs are there. These two inputs are supposed to be A and B. This is the output, and output Y is we required high. The output Y we required high. When we required high, the output we get, that output is high. But when we required high, the A is equals to 0, B is equals to 0, or A is equals to 1 or B is equals to 1. Means here a logical statement is the statement or the definition of a logic gate which provides us a condition to get the high or low output. To get the high or low output. So the logic statement or the logical definition of a logic gate provides us the condition to get the high or the low output according to the applied inputs. Okay, later on it is very clear to you when we see the definition or the logical statements of all of the gates which we are going to learn. Okay, then next one is the logical equation. It is logical equation. We had seen earlier the output of a logic gate is given by using the logical equation. It is given by using the logical equation, and that equation is according to its function, according to the operator, according to the idea behind that, according to the logic behind that. For an example, suppose we have to invert the input. If we have to invert the input, invert means to produce the opposite output, that is we call invert. If we have to invert the input, then we use one gate, its name is inverter gate, or its name is the NOT gate. Its name is NOT gate. Its equation is given by y equals to a complement, or we read it as a invert. Okay, the y equals to a complement. This equation which shows the output status, output condition, that equation is we call as a logical equation. It is we also called as Boolean equation. It is we call as Boolean equation, and here this equation gives the idea what type of output we get when we apply the inputs. Okay, means here the logical statement is the definition which gives us the condition for the output of any kind of logic gate, and the logical equation gives the idea about what type of output we are getting, what type of mathematical output we are getting. So this is we call logical equation. One important term is there now. What is that term? That term is the truth table. It is we call truth table. Now the table word is there. It is a table means a table in which we can put some values, but what values we have to put here, that is important. So before that we go towards the values we put in that table, we see the definition of a truth table. A truth table is a table of the output and input. The truth table is the table in which all possible conditions of the input and their respected or corresponding outputs are shown. A table in which all possible combination of inputs and their respected output, their corresponding outputs are shown. That table is we call as a truth table. The table in which the number of combinations and their respected outputs are shown, that table is we call as a truth table. Now suppose we have one gate and that gate is having the inputs. The inputs are we generally call as input variables. The outputs are we call as the output variables. Suppose here the two inputs are there, A, B, and here the output is there. Output is represented by using the y, and that y is having one equation depending on the type of the gate. Okay, so the two inputs are here. These two inputs are A and B. Here we can write down input. Okay, then here we can give the name, that is output. The table in which all possible combinations and their corresponding outputs are given, that table is we call as a truth table. Okay, now we know that the input to the logic gate is either high or low. the output of the logic gate is also high or low. Okay, here when we write down the truth table, instead of writing it as high input or low input or high output or low output, generally these are represented by using the binary digits, binary symbols, and these digits are 0 and 1 or 1 0. Okay, means instead of using high we use the 1, and instead of using low we use the 0. Okay, so here in this table we have to use the values of the input. Suppose the input A of a particular gate, whatever that gate it is, input A is equals to high. Instead of high, what we write down? We write down 1. Okay, instead of B is equals to low, we write down 0. But in many cases, here instead of 1 and 0, they can use HL. H stands for high and low stands L stands for the low. Okay, but throughout our all these topics about the digital electronics, we use 1 and 0 for all kinds of circuits, all kinds of logic gates, as well as whatever the circuit we construct by using the logic gates. Okay, so here when we consider the two inputs, the gate is having the two inputs and one output. Here the input may be equals to 1 and the other one input may be equals to 0, or it may be equals to 1, and here its output is shown. That output depends on the type of the gate, depends on the logic of that particular gate, depends on the condition of that particular gate. Here we get the output either it is equals to 1 or it is equals to 0. So here the table in which all possible combination of inputs and their corresponding outputs are shown, that table is we call as a truth table. Okay, now 4 conditions here we get. What are those conditions? First condition is 0 0, second condition is 0 1, then third condition is 1 0, and fourth condition is 1 1. See, the 4 conditions we got: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1, and here we get the 4 corresponding outputs when we apply the inputs. The total number of conditions are given by 2 to power n. 2 to power n. Here n is the number of inputs. Here for this particular circuit, the inputs are A and B. So the number of inputs are 2. The total number of conditions are 2 to power 2 equals to 4. Means here the number of conditions, the total number of combinations of input we can apply to that particular gate having the 2 input variables. These number of conditions are 4. So here at the input side we get the 4 entries and their 4 respected outputs. Okay, so the 3 different terms we had seen regarding the logic gates. First one is the logical statement or the logical definition, which provides us the condition for getting the high or low output according to that particular gate. Second one is the logical equation. It also gives the mathematical, mathematical equation. It gives the idea about the output of that particular gate. And third one is the truth table. Okay, and now one more is there. That is we call the symbol. That is we call a symbol. Now if we consider the logic gate and its definition, what we said, the logic gate is an electronic circuit or electronic switching circuit which is used to implement any logical function or any logical equations. It is an electronic circuit having one or two or many number of inputs and only one output. The output is only one and inputs may be many, inputs may be one or inputs may be two. Okay, so here it is AND circuit. We have to construct the number of circuits by using the logic gate, because the logic gate is what we call the basic building block. It is basic building block of the digital electronics. It is basic building block of digital electronics. For an example, suppose we require to construct one circuit. Its name is the counter. The name of the circuit is the counter. Suppose we consider it is binary counter. It is a binary counter. Now the binary number system can be represented by using the 4-bit or 8-bit or 16-bit and so on. It is represented by using 4-bit or the 8-bit or 16-bit. We consider only the 4-bit. We consider only the 4-bit. So this is a counter which counts from the binary 4-bit 0000 up to the maximum of 1111. Okay, this is the binary counter. Okay, this its function is to count the number of pulses. Its function is to count the number of pulses. But here, if we know how it is constructed, for the construction of this 4-bit binary counter, we require to use the 4 number of flip-flops. 4 number of flip-flops, and these flip-flops are JKMS flip-flop. The name is different. JKMS, very longer name, but I use it as a short name. JKMS flip-flop. The 4 number of JKMS flip-flops we require to use, and for the construction of one normal flip-flop we require to use the 2 number of logic gates. For the normal flip-flop we require to use the 2 number of logic gates, whatever the type of gate. Okay, so we consider here for construction of the JKMS flip-flop we require to use the 4 number of logic gates, and here the 4 number of logic gates can be used for the construction of one JKMS flip-flop. So here 4 multiplied by 4 means we require to use the 16 number of logic gates. Okay, means when we make the connections of the various logic gate for the construction of binary counter, here it is very difficult to draw, to identify. So that's why all these electronic circuit, all the logic gate electronic circuit not drawn directly here. To represent it we use this symbol. Okay, like we use the symbol for the diode, like we use the symbol for the transistor, but the transistor and diodes are devices. Here the logic gate is not a device, it is a logical circuit, it is an electronic circuit. Like we use the symbol for operational amplifier, we use this symbol for operational amplifier in linear electronics. In applied electronics its symbol is like this. One negative terminal, one positive terminal, 2 inputs are there and one output is there. Generally this kind of symbol we use for the representation of operational amplifier. So likewise here the different symbols are used for the different type of the logic gate. The symbol is a graphical representation. The symbol is a graphical representation used to identify, used to represent particular logic gate. Okay, so here the 4 terms we had seen. The first term is the logical statement. The second term we had seen, that term is the logical equation. Third term is the truth table, and fourth one is the symbol. Okay, so here we have to study the all types of the basic gate one after one. But before that, again we recall the types of the logic gates, how we can categorize the logic gates. Okay, so the logic, now I consider all of you know what is the logic gate, what are the inputs, what is the output, what is its logical statement or definition, what is the equation, what is the truth table, and what is the symbol. And I am going to move towards the direct the logic gates and its types. Okay, so we have the two types of the logic gates, two types of the logic gates. The first type, we can say that first type is the basic gates. The first one is the basic gates, and the second category I am writing by giving some space here. The second category is the derived gates. Derived. The first one is the basic gate. It is basic gate. We have three Boolean functions, three mathematical operations given by the Boolean. So it is we called as the Boolean functions. For the operation of these three Boolean functions, we have three operators, and that operators are we called as a logic gate. Okay, so three basic gates are there. These three basic gates we use to implement these three basic functions. The first function is, we say, OR function. Okay, means for the operation of, for implementation of the OR function, we require to use the gate. That gate is we call as the OR gate. Okay, and then second one is the AND gate. Now the AND gate is used to implement the AND function and logical function. So here its name is the AND gate. Okay, the third one is the NOT gate, or it is we also called as inverter gate. It is we also called as inverter gate or the NOT gate. The second category is there. The first category is the basic gate. Three basic gates we have, and these three basic gates are OR gate, then AND gate, and the NOT gate. Okay, OR gate is used to implement the OR mathematical, or we can say the OR logical function. Instead of mathematical, we use the word logical function or Boolean function, we can say. Okay, the second one is the AND gate, which is used to implement the AND function, and third one is the NOT function. It is used to implement the NOT function of the mathematical operator or the logical function. Okay, so the three gates are there, but when we use one gate from these two gates, when we use the one gate from these two gates together, then we get the different type of gate. Which is that? When we use the OR gate, when we use the OR gate and the NOT gate together, then we get the new gate is formed. That new gate is we call as a derived gate. When we use the AND gate and the NOT gate together, then this gate is we also called as a derived gates. Okay, so the two main derived gates we have, that two gates are the NOR gate. See, as its name indicates, NOR. If we look at this, OR and N, this is the construction of the two gates together, NOT gate and OR gate. Okay, means when we when we use the NOT gate and the OR gate together, the new gate is formed, the new gate is derived and that gate is the NOR gate. Okay, then the second gate second gates combination we have, and that combination is NAND. See here, and here it is NOT. Okay, means it is the combination of the two gates, NOT gate and AND gate. Okay, NOT gate and the AND gate. Means the two derived gates we have, these two derived gates are the NOR gate and the NAND gate. One more derived gate is there. When we use all of these three gates together, the OR gate, AND gate and the NOT gate, when we use these three gates together, then that gate is we call as exclusive OR gate. Okay, we read it as XOR gate, exclusive OR gate. Okay, so we have the three basic gates. We have the three basic gates. First one is the OR gate, second one is the AND gate, third one is the NOT gate. The OR gate and the NOT gate, when connected together, then new gate is formed. When AND gate and NOT gates are connected together, then new gate is formed. Okay, so that gates are we call as the derived gates. Okay, so the first derived gate we have, that gate is the NOR gate. It is NOR gate. Second one is the NAND gate. Second one is the NAND gate. Okay, these two gates, the NAND gate and the NOR gate, we call as universal building block or universal logic gate. What we call? We call it as universal logic gate or universal building block. The NAND gate and NOR gate are called as universal building block, universal logic gate, because by using only NOR gate or by using only NAND gate, we can construct any type of logic circuit. We can construct any type of digital circuit by using either only NOR gate or the NAND gate. That's why these two gates are we call as universal building block, UBB, or universal logic gates. Okay, the third gate is also there. That third gate is derived by using OR and NOT gate. Okay, so that gate is we call XOR gate, exclusive OR gate or XOR gate. This is a special purpose gate generally used for the mathematical operations. Okay, the fourth gate is there, but that fourth gate is constructed by using the XOR gate, and that gate is the XNOR gate. That gate is XNOR gate. Okay, so these are the 6 types of the gates. I am considering all these gates are only 6, exclude the XOR gate, XNOR gate. Why? Because the XNOR gate is constructed by using the XOR gate. This gate we have to construct when we require to use it. Okay, so we consider these all 6 gates in detail. So here our first topic is to consider the basic gate in detail, the OR gate, AND gate, NOT gate in detail. Then we consider the these two gates, NOR gate and NOR gate, NAND gate. After that, we see some mathematical statements for the logic gates, and then we will move towards the XOR gate. Okay.